Okay, we are back and we are going to continue practicing how to solve for x when x is an unknown number in a two-step equation. Okay, so we have 2x minus 5 equals 9. And the first thing I like to do before I get started is I draw my line down the equal sign, because we have to remember that this whole side is equal to this whole side. And whatever I do on this side to get x alone, I also need to do on the other side. So we have x. X is being multiplied by 2, and our goal is to get x alone. But we cannot worry ourselves about what's being done to x right here until we take care of the fact that this whole equation has 5 being subtracted from it. And then we can worry about this over here. So we have 2x minus 5. We need to get rid of this 5. So if we have a minus 5, the opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. So I'm going to add 5. If I add 5 on this side, I'm going to add 5 on this side. So the negative 5 and the positive 5 cancel each other out. And over here I have 9 plus 5, and we know that that equals 14. So I'm going to bring my 2x down here because that's what I have left. And I have 2x equals 14. And now we can ask ourselves, what is being done to the letter x? The letter x is being multiplied by 2. We know it's being multiplied because when we see a number and a letter right next to each other, a constant and a variable, that is a multiplication question. And so the opposite of multiplying by 2 would be to divide by 2. So I'm going to divide this side by 2. And if I divide this side by 2, I divide this whole side by 2. And the x being multiplied by 2 and then divided by 2 cancels out the 2. And that leaves us alone with x equals, what is 14 divided by 2? It is 7. That means that x is 7. We are going to double check that that is in fact correct, because while this might be a simpler problem, one day the problems are going to be big and they're going to be complicated, and the practice of checking our work is extremely important. So I have x equals 7. And so to check our work, that means wherever there is an x in the original equation, I'm going to replace that x with the number 7. And so right now I have the letter x being multiplied by 2. So I'm going to rewrite that, and we're going to say 2 times 7 minus 5 equals 9. 2 times 7 is 14. Bring down my minus 5 equals 9. And 14 minus 5 is in fact 9. 9 does equal 9. So both sides are equal to each other. That means that our x does equal 7 because this is true. Well done, us.